Hi guys, it's me Tiffany. I'm here to tell you about my winter preparations. You can see my little garden here is done, looking kind of sad. The plan is to get leaves like right about now. A lot of people are putting leaves on the side of the road. I'm going to get leaves put in here, cover it with lawn fabric to keep out weeds, and just let that decompose over the winter. Something else that I'm doing to prepare for winter is I have back here my compost bins, and when I see leaves on the side of the road, I try to pick them up if I can and put them in my compost bin. You see, one compost bin is got too much in it, but that's okay. And then this one right here has got some leaves in it as well. So I'm thinking about preparing some soil for next year. And then the next thing that I did over the summer is I attempted to build me a greenhouse. And the purpose of my greenhouse is not to keep things warm so that I can grow. That's not my purpose at all. My purpose is to keep things from freezing. It would take too much energy, honestly, for me to keep this warm enough for things to grow. So if I can just keep the temperature above 32 degrees, then that would be preferable. So this is what I did. Basically, you can see the bottom part is wood, and then the top, I have some windows, if you will, so that light can get in. You can see that I have covered this with, this is just plastic. I would have liked to have had plastic panels, but unfortunately it's much more expensive than I can afford. And so going in here to help with insulation, I have some bubble wrap that I'm not using, so I hung the bubble wrap there to kind of help insulate right here where the door is. Ooh, it's nice and warm in here. That's a good thing. Another thing that I did is that I made this very small. You can tell that it's very tight in here. And honestly, I want it that way. I have tried to make a greenhouse before, and it was bigger than this, and heating it was a problem. And you can tell, like going up to the ceiling, that it's not that tall. Like I'm 5'6", and I can stand here and hold my hand up and touch the top. So it's about, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 feet high. It could have been higher, but again, heating is a problem. To help with heat, it's hard to see, but you see I have 1, 2, 3 containers, and these containers hold water. They're not all the way full because I was worried about the weight and that shelf being able to support them. The shelf is supposed to be able to support 1,000 pounds, but I don't really know how much 3 of these containers full of water would support. But I have that. And then something else like down at the bottom, the outside is wood, and on the inside I have this insulation. It's also reflective, so any light that comes in, which is really not going to be a whole lot because you can tell like it's really hard to see, and lots of condensation going on in here. Lots of condensation going on here. So my backup plan for heat, because I know in of itself, like if we snap down into the 20s, this probably won't be enough. So what I have down here, and yes, it is 3 feet away, 3 feet away from other objects. So down here, I have this little heater. It is only a 400 watt heater, and that's all I want because I don't need this really increasing my power bill. So what I did, I ran a power cord from my house. And then something else I have back here is I have this heater plugged into, this is called a thermocube. And you can see that this turns on at 35 degrees Fahrenheit. And even though it doesn't say it, it turns off at 45 degrees. So I have my little heater that, if it should drop down to 35 degrees in here, will hopefully turn on and warm it up just to 45 degrees and then turn back off again. And for the floor, honestly, this is just cardboard. I didn't have any pavers or anything, and I wasn't going to buy any. So this is just cardboard. And I think that's pretty much it. It's kind of hard to let you see how big this is because it's not very big at all. But you can see that in here I have my citrus, of course. And here, hard to see, but there is dragon fruit. And down here there is aloe, and kind of hard to see, but over here there are pineapples. I used to have bananas, but bananas just get too big, and you know, I had to downsize. I had to choose what I was going to keep and what was going to go. And as small as my little shed is about 6 feet by 6 feet, more or less, and about 7 feet high. I just can't keep everything. So that's pretty much it. I have all my stuff sitting here in my little shed, and I have here a thermometer, or a probe if you will, and it sends information in the inside of the house so that I can monitor how things are going in here so far as temperature and humidity without having to come out here every single second. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it. That's my little shed, and hopefully I can keep my plants alive. I do not want to bring them in the house. It's too much issue lugging them up and down stairs. I have a front porch and it's only 2 stairs, but guys, I'm not getting any younger, and so I don't want to lug them indoors. Also, I have hardwood floors, and I'll have to show you, or maybe put a pic when I go back inside, what happened when I took one of my pots inside. I took a pot inside and I didn't know it, but there was something in there that eats wood. It's not termites. I honestly think it was roly-polies, but I don't know. Could be roly-polies, could be earwigs, I don't know. But they did a number to my hardwood floor. So if I'm able to, I'll put a picture of that. If not, I won't. But long story short, I don't want any more plants overwintering inside the house. Alrighty, you guys stay warm. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.